Tell me when. Oh, we're already live? Oh, wonderful. Perfect. Just as I planned it.
Oh, hey.
Oh, just waiting for my floor. Ah, here it is. Welcome everyone to Dragon's Brew D&D. I am your host, Dragons Are Cats. I'd like to welcome you all tonight for some fun in the Undersun. So we play this wonderful game of Dungeons and Dragons. This is a 5th edition charity game. This month we are supporting the Starlight Children's Foundation, a not-for-profit organization for hospitalized children and their families. The Starlight programs offer entertainment, education, technologies to critical and chronically ill children. They also provide wish granting for children, online community support to help with stress and anxiety. They also create express rooms, a sort of safe haven for sick kids and their families. Exactly. Thank you. I'm a red hot mess. I didn't know that was happening. How you can help? Well, just being here watching is one of the best things you can do, especially you, Sunroll. Thank you so much. And you too, Rudy and Knight. Thank you. And the rest of you joining us tonight, thank you so much for being here. But also, kind donations, if you are able to, but don't feel obliged, can help our players, such as give, for $1, give a player a D10 healing dice. For $2, gives an advantage. $3 gives out a D12 Bardic Inspiration dice to someone. $5 gives a luck die to be used on any roll, basically a reroll. That's on damage, saving throws, all but death saves. $10 gives the party a cache of a type of potion from the Pumpkin Spice Punch Bowl. And $25 gives a wondrous uncommon magic item. With us tonight, you see the disappointment, VK? That's just so mean. What have I done? How much? Well, we tried this last week. We could try it again this week. I don't know. I have plans. But regardless, let's start. $20 for Casimir. Casimir's been trying to get the keep for months now. Anyway.
What number am I on the list now?
I mean, I think you're on the title deed. I don't know.
Sorry, Belvin, I'm going to take you out too.
All right, with us tonight is our players. So let's go around one by one, and we'll start with Joygasm, seeing as he's got something in his mouth he's eating.
I'm all good. I just heard Pumpkin Spice Punch Bowl, so I had to look if you updated the list. You have updated the list. You're on it. I want some of that Punch Bowl.
Exactly.
Punch bowl. Fucking hell. Is the Punch Bowl one word? Is that a thing?
Yes, now. Well, Punch Bowl Station.
I know. That's a name of a place, not a...
Does it matter?
Pumpkin Spice. I never actually had that before. Is that delicious?
Yes.
Okay. Recommended by Dragons and Cats. If it's terrible, you can blame him. I'm Joygasm and I play Sandstorm Desert Legend. And last game, a moment happened where felt bad. It was very interesting. I liked the gameplay aspect where we're all surprised, even myself. Where I got I must have failed a wisdom save.
You did.
Well, I did. In the end, in hindsight, I did. I rolled a 1 because the lovely viewers out there gave the DM a nat 1. And then I stabbed my good old friend Casimir right in the back.
I remember that.
But lucky he has the magical skills to get out of it. So
now if I kill you, it'll be self-defense.
No, it wouldn't, you bastard. But yeah, that was actually very interesting. I like the way that went about because no one else knew. A little secret birdie told me to kill him. So that's all.
Give me the name. The birdie's name.
Yeah, that's my most memorable part of last night. Like, Jesus Christ, last time.
With us also is BM Curfew.
Brad, playing Belvin, the Dragonborn Paladin. And last episode, we made it into a Yanti stronghold and just started killing everybody.
In self-defense.
So, and yeah, and let's just say we're gonna maybe talk it out at the end. We'll see. We'll see.
You muted.
We'll see. With us finally is Bunweave.
Hello, I am Luke, playing Casimir, the Tiefling Wizard. At the end of the last session, we're mid-combat with a group of UNT and a spellcaster, and good old Sandstorm and Ikram got charmed, and now we've got a little bit of a Mexican standoff.
That is right, you do too. So, let's dive into tonight's game of Dragon's Brew. And let's just put on something that's going to be a bit more fun.
I don't like the way you said that.
He just means fun. Obviously.
Fun.
Remember, guys, we're only going to talk it out.
We're just gonna talk, guys.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was the cowboy theme? Where, like,
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
yeah, the high noon theme. The whistle one. That's
So-
right. We're by the throat, aren't we?
Yes, so Ikram and Sandstorm. Oh, so before I get to that, previously on Dragon's Brew, I'm going to say Dragon's Brew Z. Previously on Dragon's Brew, the party had made their way into the Serpent Hills, chasing after the White Worm Speaker, Varram, this dwarf and leader of the White Dragon sect of the Cult of the Dragon. Making their way in, they into the heart of the Serpent Hills. They found themselves in a deep canyon. At the bottom of the canyon was a crypt where their trails led. Exploring the tomb, they found eventually the cultists. After encountering some devils, a tiled chimera, and a spooky ghost, they made their way into what was the divination pool, ancient artifact used by the wizard Diderus to see beyond space, time, and whatever magical protections there were in the world. They were warned by Diderus about that their query lies beyond. He opened the door to peril. As the door opened up, the party saw beyond lizard folk and snake-headed men and women, to which they launched an assault against, blasting them with a fireball. Though the Yanti's weapons were found within the cultist's body, and their quarry had seemingly been dragged beyond into the crypt of this Diderus. They made their way battling, a fierce fight, in through the Yanti's burrow, which they'd carved out and created their own. Until a long snake-like hallway, Sandstorm was suggested to kill the caster, the one who was going to betray him. Luckily, Casimir was able to notice this and dispel the magic. Belvin, however, was also suggested to talk this out, to stop this needless fighting. And so, we began to walk with him. Casimir, however, had different plans, wanted to go after this fool. And so, before he was able to act, this cobra head, black scaled Yanti through a hypnotic pattern. hypnotic pattern down the corridor, effectively stunning Ikram and Sandstorm, sending them into a stupor. Belvin had shrugged off the suggestion that dropped from the Yuan Ti that was now holding his hand. Overhead Yuan Ti looked at Casimir, seeing that he shrugged off his magic, and said,
Stop this senseless fighting, this slaughter. We'll return to you, your friend. Let's talk.
And with that, we dive into tonight's episode of Dragon's Brew as two Yuan Tis wielding scimitars have come out of the hatchery and have their blades faced against, lined against Sandstorm's and Ikram's neck. What do you do?
Whose turn is it?
Yeah, are we in turn order or?
At the moment, and it's at a standstill, so whoever acts.
So the first thing first, how dark is it?
It's dark. It's all dark.
So
I'm
I'm just going to go completely. I'm gone. I'm just going to disappear and confuse him and think.
Unfortunately, you are incapacitated as you are hallucinating the fuck, and your mind is just like you are on acid.
So, just for
I tried.
reminding, you're under that effect.
Okay. I tried.
I didn't cast it though. It wasn't me this time, right?
I know.
They cast it on you. But
They cast it on
I made the save. You guys didn't. You and
Yeah, I rolled a
Ikram.
1.
Yeah, that's right, because you could have used the nat 20.
Yeah,
but
I
you
know,
actually
but
rolled a
yeah.
1.
Going back and watching that was fucking awesome.
Oh, shit.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't a great night. It was
Okay.
entertaining, but yeah.
Belvin, you had your sword is still sheathed as well at this point, as you've basically stopped in your tracks after this Yuan Ti had been shot by Ikram before he's gone into a stupor. He's currently clutching his shoulder and looking at you in fear, but also looks over to see the other Yuan Ti standing over the body of Ikram.
So, because we have the telepathic bond still, I would say to Belvin, Sandstorm and Ikram are under a spell and can't act. Be ready to help them at a moment's notice.
Just gonna reply back, just be like, they seem to just want to talk at this point. Let's let them speak, see what they have to say, but be ready at the same time.
I'm willing to let them talk, but I don't trust them at all.
Neither
Just
do I,
be
but
ready.
yes. And Belvin's just gonna be like, okay, I agree to having a talk, but you will have to let me and my friends gather. I'm not gonna go by myself.
The Yuan Ti looks at you. Absolutely scared shitless.
And I would say to this guy, who seems to be like the leader, from what we can tell, prove that you actually want to talk. That you're not going to just stab us in the back as soon as I let my guard down.
Looks at you and says,
I am Zihu. You make your promise, and no further harm will come from this moment. I will release your friends from their blinds. I will drop the spell. If you wish, you'll also return your friend, the dwarf.
And what do you want from us in exchange?
Leave. Never come back. Leave us in go.
Very well. Release my friends, and we'll talk.
You see he looks over at the other Yanti, and in Abyssal speaks a command, speaks to him in Abyssal, just gurgling, just. And from there they step back away from Sandstorm and Ikram. As his hand is splayed out at the moment, he clutches a fist, and Sandstorm and Ikram both kind of come up from their stupor.
I just say telepathically, don't attack. We're in talks now. Just be on guard.
Within those half a millisecond between that happening and him saying that, my hand is already on the handle and I pause. My vengeance.
Because last thing you remember was like we were mid fighting.
Yeah, so I'm just like instantly like, oh, and then like highlight reflex, and I was just so close to ready to just get this guy.
You're like laying on the ground. You do the whole leg spin thing, pulling vengeance up, and you're just going in for a stab, and you're just like, oh,
Mid anime strike.
yeah. Zihu comes up to you and gestures down the hallway.
Down
He looks at you. Of course. You see he's due to his head's a lot larger than the majority of his body, since it's
Like a cobra.
big hooded cobra. And you see this cobra figure step through the moist ground and then lead you all down. Comes around the corner as well, and you see the other Yanti back out of his way from him.
Kaz will follow the cobra guy. So Kaz will go first. Just to be... So I can keep an eye on him.
And I'll be up next. Behind Kaz.
Okay.
I'll
Lizard
let
folk,
Vikram go at the back.
the lizard folk runs down there in fear. Just it sustains some hits, but it's just you can tell it's scared.
Just kind of like as I'm about to walk past it, just kind of growl a little bit at him. Just
Oh, it runs so much faster.
just have a chuckle. Yeah.
With that, you all come down you all follow it down, follow the passageway down, as the cobra fellow leads you into the heart of the Yanti settlement. Casimir was first. Ikram was last. Then we'll put Sandstorm and Ikram at the back. For some reason, Sandstorm just want to get bigger.
Massive storm.
All right, so Ayanti was in between of the group when you guys were coming in, and the Ayanti basically goes over to a serpent statue and cowers behind it, just like breathing heavily.
Jesus Christ, what is that?
Oh, that.
Looks like a fucking... like a hydra or something. But like a person.
Make it a little bit bigger, a little bit fatter. So, as you come into this temple, this huge chamber features giant stone serpents along the east and west walls of it. Now, the interesting part. you see their mouths are open, and it's like they're gargling green flame out of it. Their tongues slicked down, forked at the end. You see the leader of the Yan Ti is at the rear by an altar, along with a few other Yan Ti and lizard folk that have retreated here, cowering. You see the other Yan Ti and lizard folk stand in the shadows of the flickering green flames, ready to attack, but cowering at the same time. They understand you are a serious threat to make it this far unscathed. At the back, you see near the altar carved with the form of a giant. You see by the altar the form of a giant six-headed snake. All of its mouths open mouths look thick like a cobra, speckled in green and tan scales. You see 6 black tongues whip at the air as blue eyes all lock onto the group. Its muscled arms clutching a dark-skinned dwarf in purple and bronze robes with white embroidery. You see the comatose Varram has been beaten and bound, and a dragon's tooth, sharpened like a dagger, is placed up against the dwarf's neck.
Zero,
She says in Draconic.
how dare they come here? Oh,
Zihu takes a knee.
Priestess Zisava. We have come to an agreement. They will leave for their friend. Your friend has already promised great wealth for us.
And what did he promise you?
Gold and gems beyond what we have.
Does he look like he's in a position to provide such wealth?
I trusted his word to be true. I sensed no deceit. Desperate fools on the verge of death.
Be like, Belvin, do you want to negotiate?
This dwarf here is a close friend to ours, and he's quite a liar, just to kind of get himself through sticky situations. He's very believable, but we're here to take him so he isn't a burden on yous all, as I'm sure we are at this current time. We will leave. No harm done.
I don't believe the part. I'm a mere liar. So, if you want him, you can leave. But his soul is trapped by our magic. For the moment, when you leave, it will return.
And you can guarantee his soul will return.
Yes.
Why should we trust your word?
You come home, you kill, you slay, look and left all children as they cower.
And we agreed to spare all those who remain.
And I'm sure if you were, I mean, we can always come back and try to negotiate something else. More than happy to take him off your hands now.
Make a charisma check.
Oh, okay.
Straight charisma.
Charisma check, eh?
Oh.
Natural 20.
Wow. What a start.
Belvin's feeling good today.
Oh wow.
I'm feeling charismatic as fuck.
With that, she throws the dragon tooth dagger down onto the floor that scatters across down by the feet of Zihu, and then throws the dwarf as his body thumps onto the ground. This huge serpent-like form slithers forward towards the group.
And I will kind of I'll step forward to meet her.
You take him and you leave. If you come back, you will die. We will watch you. I promise. You'll make sure we see you. Through the wizard, we can see all.
I'm one of my word.
We'll keep our word, as long as you keep yours. Release his soul once we've left.
Agreed.
And her huge form slivers. The tail hasn't, like the last third of the tail hasn't even left the altar
Fuck. Oh.
as she slivers on back in this large cavern.
Like Belvin.
Alright. I'm gonna go grab the dwarf body and sling it over my shoulder.
Can I mage hand the dagger up as well that she dropped?
You can mage hand the dagger up, yes.
Okay. What's that called? A dragon tooth dagger.
Yes, as you mage hand it over here, it is 100% a dragon tooth.
Okay.
It's just been, the upper section tooth has just been strapped in leather. It's definitely one of the smaller teeth from a larger dragon, but it's being wrapped up to be
Fans
used.
still might like that.
Cool. Alright.
Yeah, but can I hold 3 though?
Just hold it in your mouth.
Yeah, I'll compare that to my other dragon. It's not a dragon tooth.
This is like an actual dragon tooth, not even like a dagger. It's just a
act-
tooth
just
with a
a
handle.
I thought you said dragon tooth dagger before.
Now, your other dragon tooth dagger is carved from a dragon tooth. This kind
Maybe
of
just a
get
tooth.
Belvin, get his shirt back off and start hammering away for him.
No, your dagger was a dragon horn, I think.
No,
Yeah.
I have a dragon tooth dagger as well though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The fire one.
It was already done. But
Alright.
yeah, Dagger Adventures is homemade. Belvin made.
Belvin's just gonna start walking out.
With
And
that.
As he's walking, just at the same time, just eyeing the Yanti that he passes.
Stare down.
Oh yeah, his gaze breaks just from your
Casual
glare.
follow. It's like, let's get out of here. Carefully. Because they're sneaky bastards and they keep casting suggestions on us. I just want to make sure no one gets tricked into like staying behind or something.
All right, make an investigation check as you guys are leaving. Belvin's heading the journey, and so I'm just going to copy and paste you, and we'll say you make your way out into the hallway.
Okay.
Make your way out into the hallway, get to that T intersection. As you turn left, you then go up 30 feet of rough stairs to then the 40 foot bridge.
Yeah.
To then make your way up into the corner room and then out into the chamber of Diderus. And then to the divination pool. And These are, and as you come into this area, you hear the sound of stone moving as within the crypt of Diderus, the stone wall shifts back in and melts the stone. You get out peacefully.
Surprising.
Bloody Humber, that was weird.
Yeah.
How the hell did that happen? That was a normal exchange.
I was expecting like a backstab at some point.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Sometimes it can happen in D&D, guys.
Yeah, you can talk your way out of it.
Just to be safe, we should get back and kill them.
I know. That's what I feel like. I'm like,
Maybe later. We've got what we came here for.
I guess we have.
Although,
Alright.
you still promised to take the book back to the ghost, the librarian.
Yeah, I don't see why we have to take Varram too much further than this, as long as his soul gets returned. Do we know if it was for leaving the whole place or just that carved out section they did?
The group can make it. Whoever wants to can make an insight check.
Yeah.
Casimir, you get advantage from the cube.
I mean, I'd check because I've got him on
Yeah.
me. Oh, there you go. That counteracts it.
Well, you want me to do anything, guys?
I just hold him up and just shake.
All right. So between, Belvin,
I literally averaged fucking hell, bro. Like, literally. That's your last. Yeah.
Belvin, as a divine warrior, souls are powerful things, and having one be drawn from the body is possible, and scary at that. Casimir, you believe that six-headed Yanti was definitely a very, very powerful caster.
Yeah.
However, Robbie, you're calling bullshit. Sandstorm, you're calling bullshit on the entire soul thing.
I'll let everyone know. Yeah, guys, fucking bullshit.
So you
Can we
reckon?
try just healing him to sort of wake him up from unconsciousness?
You can certainly try.
Because he was beaten like to a pulp.
He's bound or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, his hands are in front of him.
Keep him
He's
bound.
fine.
I'm gonna sit him on the floor.
Has he got anything on him for starters? I'll search him before we wake him up.
Other than his robes, nothing.
Okay.
I'll just make that just a little bit bigger. Alright. So who was doing something to him?
I just put him on the ground, and
Okay.
What are you torturing? Is that what we're doing?
then, well, I mean,
Can
he's
you try and
let's
wake
get
him
awake
up?
first.
Yeah, Ikram will go over to him and just
Yeah,
give him 1 point of healing hands. Actually, no, he had good berries. He had
Oh,
good.
give him one good berry.
Yeah, he gives him 1, 2, 3, 4 good berries.
Don't
It's
waste
going to
it.
be full as.
And as Ikram makes the dwarf eat, his eyes suddenly snap open and he just panics. Just goes, and then he looks up and goes, no, Galgash.
No, you don't. You don't know me,
No,
But
no,
I- but I certainly know you, Varram.
He's still bound, right?
He's still bound.
Okay.
Yeah. What are you talking about, Galgash? Get me out of this. Where's Galvin? Is he here?
You're currently all alone. We actually just rescued you from those Yanti.
He then begins to look around and then meets eyes with a tabaxi. A antlered man in a green cloak. Then to a grey-skinned feral tiefling. That dawns on him. He then sees Haziron in your sheath. and then he just sinks.
So,
Hello,
my
Varram.
name
We
my
have
name
a
is
weapon.
Belvin Serpenthelm, and
So, Serpent Hell. Your note. Talus. That
them
bitch.
Can
I agree.
Kaz will look at him and he'll sort of mold his illusion so that the white dragon mask appears and be like, "Hello, Varram.
Looks over
Are
and
you looking for something?"
Goes, you and this Hal. Return that to me once now. Right now.
you're in no place.
Yeah.
He's just like,
he's now struggling against it.
We have some questions for you. I'm sure it'd be more beneficial for you to answer us truthfully.
He just looks, he just.
"Alright,
Belvin's
this
just
will
gonna-
be not painful for you if you cooperate with us."
Belvin's just
Although
gonna grab both his hands, like his wrists together. He's just gonna lift them just up above his head.
He just struggles. This small dwarven form is just his legs are bound together, and he's just
Dangling.
flailing.
Now, you are gonna answer our questions. Where are the other leaders of the cult?
A pox on you, a curse, I say.
And I'm just,
We'll kill you for this.
I'm,
Varram.
go- I'm gonna just punch him in the stomach.
Make an intimidation check.
18.
As he spits, there's a sudden there's a frostiness to his mouth, to his breath. But you do see he does spit up a little bit of blood that comes down his mouth, just like as if you have done some internal damage. And it's just like, and he loses a hit point.
Lucky we gave him 4 good berries.
Yeah, that's why I hit him.
He died.
Yes, shit.
I'm gonna ask you again. Where are the other leaders of the cult?
Christmas dead. Mirror Veins had the greatest blessing our God could give. He's now an emissary for her. Oh, Severin has gone beyond. He's looking for what was taken. Galvin's running the show. I'm right here with you.
Where is Galvin running the show? I'd much like to know.
That snake in the grass sister didn't tell you.
It's nothing she's elaborated on at this point.
Oh, by her scales, she will rain fire down on you. Melt you all with acidic rain. You will choke on her caustic air. Oh, this is going to be brilliant.
I headbutt him.
He loses a HP. With that, you split his skin, and he begins to bleed from above the eyelid.
And I'm gonna cast a Zone of Truth now.
Noise.
Okay, so he gets a Christmas saving throw.
Yeah.
Spell save DC.
16.
Every turn. So every turn he has to make a Christmas save.
Every turn until the spell.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the first one.
And you know
Alright.
whether it succeeds
Yeah.
or fails
Yeah, I
to
know.
save.
So you know that he's
We're in no rush.
We've got nowhere else to be. All right. What was the red dragon guy's name
Oh,
again?
Severin, right?
Severin. That's it.
He seems like the overall leader as well.
Yeah. So how did Severin get to was it astral plane? Wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. How did he get to the astral plane?
Galvin and Raph opened a gate for him to pass through with Elphiamon.
What was that name? With Elphiamon?
Yes.
Wouldn't recognize that name at all. It doesn't sound familiar.
And you said they were searching for
Stuff that was lost.
specifically?
let's find
I
out.
have an inkling.
The dragon mask, you fool. The green one was taken from us.
The green dragon mask, you say? Who was it taken by? Telepathically, I'll just be like, I'll just see what they know.
Probably that snake in the grass sister of yours.
Yes.
So-
Heard you say that one before.
So who took the mask? Because we can just keep asking until he fails to save.
Oh god.
So you guys came from the... It was a creature of the night sky, a dragon beyond, from the void, apparently. That's what Galvin was able to glean from it. A dragon from beyond space and time.
See, Galvin seems to be a part of a lot of this. I'd much like to meet him. Where could we find him?
Oh, he's more than likely going to find you.
That's not a lie.
But where
Well,
could we find him?
where would be the most appropriate for us to have a meeting?
You seem he
Anywhere across this world will be a great place for you to meet him.
Where is the main base of the cults? Where do they run things? Oof. Pass.
Hey, thank you for the raid. Thank you, Major. Bojangle. Bojangle. Bojangle Code. What a name.
Bojiggle Jim.
Jingle jangle Ray.
Thank you.
Oh my god, Kent, welcome in.
Jangle Raid. Thank you so much for coming in. Sorry. We did see that just there. Just got we got an interrogation going on.
Yeah, it was
Very
all-
intense, alright.
This could be a real game changer for the group.
by Jingle Jangle Raid.
Yeah, it's a massive shout out to you. Thank you so much for coming in through.
Think of the sub.
Bojiggle.
Thank you all. Yeah, thank you for the sub. All right. Because of the sub, everyone gets a luck die.
Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Thank you.
Yay.
Yes, so thank you. Thank you so much. Much love. Because it was as a subs. When you sub, our players also benefit by giving them a luck dice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right.
All nat 20s are now luck dice.
All nat
Yeah.
20s.
Luck 20. I mean, luck the.
All right, look,
Twins.
Kent Weebs, thanks for this gift sub. To
Wow, welcome on in,
Bojangles.
everyone.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Guys, that's another luck dice.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You get the third and the fifth in command. Casimir and Ikram.
Anki's fourth. When's the Anki emote?
We need Anki emote. Bam your emote.
Yes.
Got him.
So much love to Kent Weebs. Thank you so much. I
Oh
love you so
yeah,
much, dude.
do your nips. Show off the nips.
Oh yeah, don't forget, you now have a pair of nips. Welcome to
I
the
mean, I
nips.
feel like most people kind of have a pair of nips.
Everyone has a pair of
maybe not
nips, but-
everyone.
But once you sub to Dragons and Cats,
It's true.
we also build model kits on this stream, and so that's why there's nippers, because we nip the butt off the runners. Anyway, thank you so
On
much.
such a tangent there.
Wow.
It was a great tangent, but thank you guys. Mwah! Thank you so much.
See you, donkey.
See ya, Donkey. Have a good night, my friend.
Donkey. He said it like Shrek.
Donkey.
You, so he succeeds on the save. And your question was, where's the base of?
Fine.
Where's
So what's
where's
his
the
name?
main base?
Galvin? Was it?
Galvin's the I'm gonna say the blue helm
Right.
because he's the one that we haven't really
Gavin.
heard much of.
We'll call him Gavin.
Yeah, call him Gavin.
Gav. What's going on, Gav?
Hey, what's up, Gav? Yeah, that's right. We pretend to be friends with him and like puts him off.
At that point, everyone make a perception check. Actually, no. Ikram kind of, you see, he turns his head and Ikram puts his hand on the double doors of copper that have melted into the stone. Looks at you all and says, "Sounds like there's a storm brewing." There's an audible thunder off in the distance from outside the cave. It's like that dropping air pressure before a storm.
Mm.
And I'm gonna stare at Varram and be like, "Do you know anything about that?"
It's. Are you still holding him up?
Oh yeah. Still got him up.
It's a storm in a desert. What do you think? There were yesterday. There was a storm off in the distance towards the east.
Oh yeah. I remember that now. Oh. Just gonna telepathically. Do we want to keep finding out more? See what we can find from this guy. Might shake him a little again and be like, "Where is your main base of operation?"
Ah! Oh! So he's going to make a charisma check.
I think we should bring him with us. I think we can get a lot more information out of this guy. A lot more
Why?
than we can in just a minute or two.
But I mean, I don't want to take a chance of him escaping.
Yeah, Ikram just can talk to him later when he's dead.
I'd prefer to try to.
It's very limited.
I'd prefer to spend our time here now and get rid of him. Get rid of his evil presence from this world once and for all.
Are we talking telepathically or like
Yeah,
verbally? Okay.
Telepathic.
I think.
Feel free to ask him any questions you guys want to know.
See you, Bojangles.
Thank you for dropping by, Bojangles. Appreciate it greatly. Mwah.
Okay. Well, let's ask. Ask what we can.
I still want to know where their main base of operation is.
Yeah. Can we pull out? Actually, Kaz can form his his major image into like a map of the Sword Coast in front of Varram. And be like, you tell us what we need to know, and we will let you go.
You let me go just like that?
Well, yes. We know Severin isn't likely to forgive your failures here, don't we?
Make an intimidation check.
Ooh, intimidation's not my good thing.
Can I at the same time I'd be like, because we wouldn't it might even be worse for you to run back to your cultist leaders with your tail between your legs, failed in recovering the artifact you lost in the first place.
Okay, Casimir, now you can make it an advantage.
Okay.
You rolled too quickly.
I'm gonna use a luck dice. God damn it.
All right. Thank you so much,
If
chat.
if I
be
roll enough
Me
times,
do it.
can Belvin do it? It's kind of his thing.
You can let Belvin do it. So Belvin will have advantage
I'll
because
still use the luck dice so Belvin can do it.
Use the luck dice in me rolling it.
Yeah. Yeah.
he looks at you and goes, no. It dawns on him. It's just like, oh fuck, and you get the idea that Severin doesn't know that it's gone missing.
Oh.
You get the idea that that there is not a lot of people that think it's gone missing.
Whoa.
Now you really do
Yeah.
need to cooperate, don't you?
And at that he's just like, oh, and he just goes quiet, and he's just like,
And then all you need to do is show us where your main base of operations are.
I think all their strongholds.
Put it on this map right here, please.
All you have to do is mark.
X the mark. X the points. Because you put up a map, didn't you?
Yeah, like in front of him. So you could like put him down and you could mark him out.
Yeah.
As you bring up the map, I'm just going to transfer you to it.
Okay.
Gotta zoom out.
Ooh. De-hance that image.
The hearts of that image.
Shit, hope it loads in quick.
That's all right, because I got to find icons.
There we go.
He first tells you in the Grey Peak Mountains. You probably already know this, don't you, you swine?
Where are the Grey Peak Mountains? Alright.
That's
where Talus.
Yeah, that's
where I'm
Talus's.
meeting Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that one. We might have stopped by.
What other strongholds do you know of?
I know. There's one down the river from there.
Actually, no, he's going to make a saving throw.
I mean, is he going to cooperate though?
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, that's a good point. So he's currently cooperating with you guys now. Lucian says, the mercenary company, the Iron Circle, is in Lock. It's where their stronghold is, and they have the city and 3 towns along that river. They also have a full access road that goes into the entrance desert. He then tells you that within the desert themselves is a old settlement of a ruin that is now basically used. An old ruin out in the desert. It's where one of our strongest allies has one of his layers. He has another one to the north. That's where we staged our attack across the north. From Ascor to Citadel Adbar, all the way to Silvery Moon. There's then the Kalufan Vale. So I'm just going to.
Can you drag our vision?
Yep. So I'm just doing that now. There's also the Kaluthan Vale. Token layer, and that one is up in the very north. That's
Vale. Whereabouts then?
Can you ping it?
just did. Oh wait, hold on. I was on the wrong layer. Sorry.
There we go.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah.
It says that's where we staged the attack for the white. All right, thank you so much for hanging in there, Jangle. Thank you. I think I missed that. That was a while ago. There's then the one. He then tells you about the ruins down here.
Which
Do you ask him what they are?
yeah. Just be as detailed as possible.
Lenaraf called it Orzem.
Lenarath.
Yes. Salvalea was nearby it. He apparently turned the entire desert in the north and the south into his.
Oh, okay. I know who Lenarath is now.
Sandy's got some history with him.
Yeah, the blue
Yeah.
dragon.
Do I hear all this, don't I?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
blue dragon,
He's
isn't it?
right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm hearing this person talking, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
I instantly just fucking grab my dagger and lightning arcs out. I restrain myself.
Yeah. We need information.
You're doing
Because
such
that's
a
where I
great...
grew up, didn't I?
Huh?
Yeah, in the deserts. Around
He
that area.
then says, "You're going to need to unbound my hands for me to show you the last, most important one."
No sudden movements. Agreed?
Agreed.
I'm not gonna unbind his hands. What I'm gonna do is, instead of hold him up by his hands, I'm gonna grab him by the scruff of the neck, so his hands are dangling, so he can point with his hands like this
Yeah.
while bound.
It's a surprise your sister didn't tell you about this one. Oh, best of luck with this. The
And
Well of Dragons. To be an old ancient volcano where they go to die. At the northern section of the Sunset Mountains.
And what's at the Well of Dragons? You say?
That's where Wrath is bringing his masterpiece to the world.
Wrath?
Yes. Wrath Modar. Oh, he knows you.
oh, that's the wizard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the wizard that
Yeah, the
the
red
wizard.
wizard.
illusionary self. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that will be a fine meeting, I'm sure. And that is everything.
What else do you want to know?
What are the cultist plans? How do they plan to bring Tiamat into the world?
It's a mass sacrifice summoning ritual. It's at first.
He's hesitant to tell you the information, but then he'd rather be your prisoner than Severin's.
They're using the ritual blood scales to bring forth the jailers of Tiamat. These fiendish dragon creatures. Nerovane was the first success. For his failure, he was to become the emissary. And Abishai. Abishai. A deadly fiends. Through each one of those, along with one of the worm speakers with the mask, all the aspects of Tiamat bound together to one would pull Tiamat to this world and make it hers. She would finally have her home plane.
And you said something. You said Neurovane was the first that accomplished this. Did you?
Yeah. The first truly successful ritual. The rest just turned others, such as Resmir, into the half-dragon form. It was unrefined, still in trial. So I needed your blood, tiefling.
How many rituals do they need?
They only need 4 more.
Where, after being successful, where is Neurovane now?
Nervane, if you can call him that anymore. He's following the will and command of Tiamat, an emissary.
So he's gone to Tiamat's plane.
No,
Or is he still here?
he's still in this world. He's going and declaring war against each of this world's leaders. Silvery Moon, the dwarves of Mirabar, the Galt Neverember, all of them.
And where is he planning on doing this?
Oh, he will go to them. See,
And this is soon he's doing this, isn't he?
he's doing this now, as we speak.
Is he leading the horde of dragons?
For the moment, the horde of dragons have spread. For the moment, our focus is on the masks. Mama Rovane delivers his message.
I know where he is. He's in Waterdeep. Do you remember hearing about the leaders meeting at Waterdeep just before we left? That has to be it. We cannot stay here much longer. We have to leave.
Why are the masks so important?
The masks are a piece of Tiamat. Sections of her first forms created from her, holding her power. They call to her, she calls to them. They're all connected. They all draw her. The masks are important because together they will lead her. The Ashabai will only pull on the chains. Make sure the gate is open through enough sacrifice. And with the right incarnations. Galvin's perfecting them at the moment.
The right amount of sacrifices, which you gathered from the onslaught. The right incantations. Followed by 4 more jailers. And then one to command Tiamat into this world, breaking the barriers between here and the hells. Whoever controls the mask ultimately will control Tiamat. He's not lying.
Damn. That seems, worrying.
I think we need to leave. We need to get to Waterdeep.
Just before those damn snakes got me, I didn't believe it was true. I saw your wings, tiefling. I saw your back. But I'll snap back to this world from that vision to you.
And then he looks over to the dead cultist body by the well.
So you're saying you had a vision that had Casimir in it. In what surrounding did you see him?
Currently, you are fleeing. Those bypassed 2 giants. They look to be suffering.
Does it have anything to do with the storm?
Or it could be the giants that you did an illusion
Yeah.
for and we ran.
Yeah.
Well, do we feel like we have enough information from him?
How did the cult manage to control all the dragons? Get them to actually work together?
It's the masks. That right there. That you wear.
What was the noise, though?
That's a signal. That's Galvin's. That's Galvin's section.
Well, what is it? A horn?
It is. A gift from Tiamat.
Again, I'd very much like to meet this Galvin. You talk him up so much. I just don't know if I could wait him meeting me. Love to go meet him.
I've told you where they are.
So they're Galvin. Is he an
Yep.
awesome?
He never specified where Galvin was, did he?
No.
Galvin could be at Awesome. Galvin could be at the Well of Dragons. Galvin could be at the North. I don't know. He's
That's right.
like the achieved wizard. Okay, he's
Can I? Is that spell still on, Luke?
Yeah.
Can I go to Belvin's head? Could you ask him to call? I don't know how it works in this game. Well, can he message Gav to come meet him in like a trap? We could sort of get him to come to us with him. Would that work, you think?
Lure him in.
Yeah. So like, as an emergency call, getting to send a message to him sounding like he really has to come himself. But Gav probably is smart enough.
Yeah, he's a
Probably like,
pretty powerful wizard.
Nah.
yeah, he comes, he stabs him, walks off. I don't know. You can always try.
Where's your mask, mate? You didn't lose it, did ya?
pretty much.
You're just like, look at him, what mask, mate, with the
I personally don't think Varram should leave this building
Yeah, you want to just like make it surprise because he might.
Well, Varram keeps
He
looking
must.
at the divination pool. Maybe we should use that to find old Gavin.
Could very much do that. But I believe, Varram, was it that you had to sacrifice blood to see a vision in this pool?
Yes, I had to. I killed Reginald there to be able to. Oh. No, you won't. Would you? You're not
I
going-
was just clearing things up.
It's the damn Yuan-Ti. They have. The damn Yuan-Ti that have perverted it. It's now a blood sacrifice. From all the lore I found out, it was only. It wasn't It wasn't a blood sacrifice. It was a personal sacrifice. I only wanted to find where the mask was.
Ah, yes.
He then looks at the other body. I was going to use him then to find the other one. Find the green.
But don't we already know that is in the astral plane? Taken. How would you be able to convey a message if you did find it?
I just have to tell Galvin. Galvin would be able to get it across to Severin. And Severin would leave Elviamon.
Who's Elviamon?
Elviamon is the first red.
Ah. It's his dragon.
Right.
First Red Ranger.
First Red Ranger.
Telepathic link. How desperate do we want to find somebody?
We need to kill them all. Or you have to kill just the main one. Do we have to kill the main one? We're good?
I think this
Don't know.
this Galvin seems to be quite
You seem
the organizer.
the head of the snake, you think?
He's not necessarily
No,
the head,
I
but
think
he's
Severin's the
brains.
leader.
Yeah, but Galvin's the brains. He's the one that seems to
Call the shots.
Isn't
do
that
a
where
lot
the
of the
brains
magic.
go in the head?
Nah,
Not
nah, nah.
necessarily.
Different body, mate.
He's Galvin's pretty much the Casimir for our group.
No, shit, it would fall apart, would we?
There ain't enough room in this world for both of us.
With that metaphor,
Do we
that
want
would
to find
definitely fall
him?
apart.
I think we do.
Galvin handles the magical side of things, getting the incantations right, perfecting the blood scale ritual,
Yeah, that would
everything.
halt a lot of their.
Yeah, he needs to be.
But then we gotta
Conflicted who we need to go for.
find
But
him
second to
before-
that is Raph. Raph knows the exact same amount as he does. They're working together on this.
So then Galvin might be at the Will of Dragons then, if they're working together on it.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been in the goddamn. I've been traveling the last 10 days to get to this point. I believe it's come to this.
And unfortunately, it has come to this.
Yeah.
Okay, last
And
time,
he-
guys.
Is he the blue mask one?
Galvin is the blue.
So yeah.
Because like I have a personal vendetta.
Yes, especially with his dragon.
That's the
Alright,
thing.
yeah.
It's like, is this because so this dragon could have been being controlled the whole time under. So
Maybe.
like
likely.
the blame might not even
Maybe.
be the dragon the whole time.
Yep, it's quite possible.
Oh, shit.
Maybe.
Yeah. Sharpen those blades.
Sandstorm?
No, I'm thinking about this. And I'm like,
Sandstorm, how much do you wish to find the location of the blue dragon?
I'm going Gav. Let's go Gav.
All right, Sandstorm, you're gonna be the one that comes with me.
Okay.
Alright.
What?
I pick him up, and I'm gonna start moving towards the well.
It's like, no, please, no,
See, mate.
don't.
You have been very helpful.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I promise you
But
don't do this.
but in the end, you are still one of the cultists. And
Dude, you can't
have
do
had-
this.
You've had your hand in all of the evil they have done, all the slaughter and killing, all the torturing.
I think
This is just.
we need to fill up the thing first, I think.
Penance for it. And then I'll just kind of nod at Sandstorm as I hold him above the well.
We gotta fill the fill that with water. Ikram, can you handle that?
No, you don't.
Doing that,
It's become a blood sacrifice. When you sacrifice blood is when you get a vision.
But like,
That's
is
what-
blood enough to fill it up though?
Yeah.
because he only sacrificed
alright.
one guy.
Alright, just
For
forget
it.
that. I thought it
That's
still
why
had to be
I
filled up with water and then like
No,
you
no,
put
that's
blood in
why
as
I
well.
asked him. He said it used to be something. It was filled with water. You give some of yourself, right, like a personal belonging or something. But now the auntie has made it into a blood sacrifice to do it instead.
Okay.
And I'll nod at Sandstorm.
So I pull out. I've just finished off my dragon tooth, not dragon tooth, sorry, dagger of vengeance. And I look up
Don't do this.
and I just go. I want to throw my dagger of vengeance, and I want it to just slice his throat. So then just blood gushes out.
No, don't. And then blood
As the
drips, drains down.
as the life fades from his eyes, I want to pull out my cube and cast Soul Cage.
Fuck.
The cube unhinges, morphs into different state, and opens up. Inside, you see a dodecahedron of light spinning. A beam of it shoots out, a very thin beam, like a thread, shoots out and connects to Varram in the chest, and then slowly pulls out a smoky wisp as Varram just head rolls back. And the little wisp is caught within the dodecahedron as the cube seals back up.
Just in case we need more information out of him.
Sandstorm slowly walks over. He didn't teleport to the dagger. The dagger's just sort of like on the ground. Picks it up, wipes it off, sheaves it, and then goes back to the wall and just leans back on the wall again.
As the blood runs from Varram, do you drop him there or just let him?
I let him drip first.
Dark.
Is it
Just in
though? After
case-
all this, is
Just
it
in case
that
I drop
dark?
his body and it doesn't work.
Because this
That's
is
fine.
one of the cult leaders, though. Like,
Yeah, that's why I do not feel bad as a paladin because he's a head of the cult.
Yep.
That the vengeance has been sworn against him. So
As you drain him and then drop his body into the small pool that has gathered in the divination pool, it's not near up to the point of. Actually, with the volume from the dwarf's body, it does feel quite well once that's been dropped down. As you see, as the water has spread out, then finally hits the edges, the pool flares with a black light. A dark light. Casimir, it pings in your head again. The same warning you got from the statues at the front about not staring into darkness.
no,
Averting
I'll
your
look away
gaze.
from it then. But Belt, like, we need someone to look into it to get the vision. Right?
Yes.
well, I'm there. So
I'd just, ping, like, look away, and then everyone look away, and then only one of us should look.
I'm at the pool, so
All right. Belvin, make me a wisdom saving throw.
15.
15, good.
You see Belvin staggers to his knees and in Draconic is muttering nonsense. Belvin, you've gone insane. Something within your mind is cracked as the black light shines to you, as you hear his knees bang against the cold stone. Do you guys look up?
Because I can look at Belvin without looking at the pool, right? Like, see, like, the bottom half of his body?
Yeah. You can see, like, his feet and his legs, but you can't see, like, his head or anything like that.
Yeah, okay.
Unless you look up.
Belvin.
He was muttering.
Muttering.
What?
Well, I know
Casimir?
Ikram can use, like, greater restoration and stuff. So,
You can.
let's just...
As-
Is Belvin doing anything?
No, he's just there and he's just going.
Ikram, can you help him?
Ikram's going to look over and he's going to try. He's going to go over and he'll cast Greater Restoration. But he's. Yeah, so he'll cast Greater Restoration on Belvin, curing you of your insanity. Belvin, as your mind snaps, you all begin to feel this light beginning to fade from the pool as well. It seems to be in this these 20 seconds that have passed that the pool from the light seems to be dimming and fading. Casimir, make an intelligence check.
19.
You probably got another 40 seconds before the light fades.
So we have to look into the pool, but it, like, turns you insane? Does
You do.
Belvin, did you see anything? Like,
Belvin did not see anything. What you saw, Belvin, was something you can't describe that would have broken your mind. That literally broke your mind.
Maybe
wow.
Casimir's the only one that can do it.
Shit.
No. Let me try again.
Oh.
You reckon Casimir?
Belvin's gonna look at it again.
No.
You do remember, Casimir, the statues out the front told you some secrets are not meant for mortal minds to know.
But Varram managed to look into it.
Varram did.
Is he immortal?
I'm gonna try
Obviously
again.
not.
I'm going to look in
Don't
again.
worry about me.
Because he's
I'm
dead.
gonna try again.
Alright.
No.
Casimir, do you want to try? Sandstorm, do you want to try? You can all try. Ikram's gonna.
No,
Ikram, you stay back.
let me try again. Only me.
Can we do anything for him? We gotta be quick though.
I
'cause it's
use-
running out.
I use an advantage die for this save.
Okay.
– 27.
Oh shit.
27. On a 27, your mind, as you're peering into this pool, something whispers to you from beyond in the pool. As you don't pull away your gaze, staring into the darkness of this strange light of just emptiness, of void. Something from beyond asks, "What is your desire? I will show it to you." You see a multiple of things swirl in your head. The helm, your sister, your father. You hear the draconic speech of Galvin.
Mhm.
Worm speakers.
Galvin's gonna be the one. that I want to see. Galvin the Blue Worm Speaker.
You're unbound by distance, target, knowledge, or connection. Unblocked by planes or divine gates. Your search keeps to the world that you know. As your sight leaves your body, heading directly to the east, passing through the stonework of the canyon, over the Serpent Hills, as it is then assaulted by a thunderstorm, passing through the clouds. You see arcs of lightning. You then hear the flap of leathery wings, a large wingspan, not too far actually from where you are. Giant blue wings with tan membranes. Purple lightning arcs around this dragon, and riding on the back of it, unfazed by wind, rain, the lightning seems to arc around him. A bold man, a handsome man, one of Thay, with the Thayan head tattoos that you've become all accustomed to from members of the Cult of the Dragon. Seems to be flying in your direction. He wears gold. No, he wears bronze and purple robes. No mask, though. And he has one hell of a scowl on his face. Does anybody else wish to peer into it? You see, if you look at Belvin, he is standing firm and staring into the abyss, in the abyss of the darkness. Casimir, if you look him over, you also get the sense of powerful scrying divination magic, unbound by the laws you know that is magic.
I don't know.
Sandstorm, there is a static from Vengeance.
Oh shit.
You then feel a sort of... Where is it? The ambient rattle of thunder rattled through the caves. The hairs begin to stand on end. Sandstorm, tingling skin, followed by a metallic taste in your mouth. Casimir, the smell of chlorine fills the air while your palms begin to sweat as a long-off vibrating or buzzing sound of crackling, echoing through the cavern. Ikram says,
we need to leave now.
Ikram says to you, "It's raining."
The storms are coming.
The rains are here.
So, like, does Belvin tell us?
Well, I'm waiting to hear when I've come out of it.
Now, before you come out of it, I need to ask, is there anything else you're going to divine from the divination pool?
Me?
No, anyone else?
Yeah,
You've had
okay.
yours.
Yeah.
It's a last minute thing.
Well, I'm metagaming, like, because
Huh?
we already got what we want from Belvin, but Sandstorm doesn't know that.
I don't know. Because we got a lot of information now.
Hey, my God, there it is! Kill it! Kill my family!
Look, it just looks so sad.
It's definitely my control. It's 100%.
Oh, your family.
I just won't be
Oh.
friends. It's not my fault.
Kill ya.
It's not my fault they fry up like chicken.
Yeah, now I'm realizing.
Oh
Shit. So how old is Sandstorm again? Like,
27, isn't he?
no, he's younger than that.
Sandstorm.
I can't remember.
I think
now.
Belvin's like that age.
But how many years has it been?
Like Belvin's like 24 or something.
We
It's
started
been-
on 20.
It's been like a year and a half since the journey started, since the attack on Greenus.
Kaz is 21.
Belvin's 24.
I'm like 23 or something. So like, for like 20 years, that the blue Gav has been in control.
Maybe. We don't know
Maybe.
for sure.
But like, the destruction seems so similar to our town than it was the same destruction as it was like 20 years ago. That's just what's going through Sandstorm's head, pretty much.
Well, how long till the pool's finished?
Can Kaz look in the pool?
Oh shit!
Oh
He
shit!
muted.
Casimir can look in the pool and you can make a wisdom saving throw.
Good luck, have fun.
Can I use advantage dice as well?
You can use an advantage dice.
Okay. Running out. Wisdom save?
Wisdom save.
And I'm within 5 feet of Belvin?
Wow.
10 feet?
You are, yes.
Right
Yeah.
next to me.
Can I use luck dice?
You can use luck dice.
So, for
I get one reroll, right?
You get one roll.
Yes.
Okay. Come on. Yes!
What do you get on?
Plus a 4 or a 5?
Plus a 4.
Okay.
So, again, as you look into the pool, the darkness takes you, staring into this void. You feel that voice in your mind pierce through all your magical barriers, all your protection. It's nothing to this. You hear it ask a single desire, an object. You see the white dragon mask float past, a person, a tiefling woman, similar to that of what you remember as your mother. Placed beyond the bindings of time and space to a frozen hellscape. I believe it's Kenya.
I'm just gonna say, I want to know what will help us most in our fight against the cult. An object or person. Do you need some time to think on that, Carl?
No. No. So,
So I want to know how powerful this pull is. Like, what can it actually show us?
with that, it speaks back to you. Control. As similar to that of the scrying spell, but you feel ever omnipresent. You pass through the stonework up into the sky of the over the top of the canyon, through the coming rainstorm overhead. Passing through that, you see arcs of lightning that then float up ever higher. You see the land of Faerun. Then you drift off into an endless night sky that then sees what is the globe
Oh shit.
world. You rush at an incredible place into through this endless night sky, passing beyond what seems to be a frost-coated crystal, then into an endless sea of purple and pink starlight. As you rush at this breakneck speed, brilliant colors begin to pass, then fade more into an endless darkness, the void. One sole speck hurtles closer and closer as its light is dim, but endless in this emptiness. It reminds you about something you've read on astrology, a neutron star. You see an orange and scarlet field of gravitational energy surrounds it. As you push through the dull light towards the center, a citadel within the star. You wisp through the cold stone into a huge chamber. The enormous chamber beyond is warm with orange light and slightly fogged with scarlet mist. You see a familiar nightmare that raises its long neck at the end of a tunnel straight ahead as it leaves the cavern. Neverwing. Dragon seems slightly askew in this light, as if a magical warning or barrier is between you and it. You drift down to the ledge. Your vision twists in the scarlet mist to two enormous oval stones of orange and scarlet starlight, generating both light and heat that you feel on your skin, as if you're there underneath them. Your sight adjusts to the light as you begin to make out the cores of the two stones. You see a loose silk green cloth with a green draconic faceplate. The other, which your vision locks onto, is that of a matte black dragon helm. The scarlet and orange light expelling from the aspects of Tiamats themselves, drawn into this stone that it's surrounded in, cultivating, breathing life. In the blink of an eye, both Casimir and Belvin stare at the dried basin of the divination pool.
We need to leave.
Agreed.
The storm that's incoming
What
It's like,
is Galvin, and what's the dragon's name again?
Lenarath?
Lenarath.
And I'm just like, we can't leave. This is our chance.
I
If we fight them now, it's suicide.
Been waiting my whole life for this.
It's better that we fight on our terms rather than theirs.
after the today, I don't, as much as I want to as well, Sandstorm, I don't feel it in me that I have enough strength to keep going.
Like doing that, it's like if everyone's seen the Dragon Ball Z episode where Goku goes Super Saiyan 3, I'm like that, got my two daggers and they're just like fire and lightning going, trying to contain all this anger. Like I'm at the transform.
We will have to come back to get him, but
We know where they live,
it's not going to be today.
where they rest.
We got one cult leader today. That in itself is a great victory for us. We need to leave now.
Before we do leave, we've got some time. Like, it'll take them a little while to get here. Still,
Yeah, but how will we escape? How will we go
we can teleport out.
with?
Magic.
Do you have that ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure I do.
That's what I'm asking. I'm asking.
pretty sure I left it ready.
Typically have
That's
it
what I said.
ready to go, because I know there's been a few spells cast today, because it's all been one day for the last like 3 sessions.
Because I keep that ready in case of emergencies.
Pretty much, Sandstorm is not even gonna listen to you guys. Sandstorm is like, nah, I'm doing it either way, guys. About you, you're gonna have to stop me.
I will stop you, Sandstorm, because it's a
Lenrath
suicide.
killed both my tribe
And
and our family. You
and
remember?
I know, and he will
And
must
do
be-
you
slay.
want him to finish the job, Sandstorm?
But
Or do you want to avenge your family?
today is not the day to do it. But we know locations.
What until we won't find him again? He might show up ever again.
We'll find him.
Okay.
Trust me. We'll find him. Do you trust me, Sandstorm?
Yes, brother. Promise me
We,
we will get him one day.
I promise that we will come and find him. And he will be the next dragon we slay.
Oh shit.
We must avenge my tribe and our family and our townsfolk.
Casimir, can we leave now, or do you wish to be outside?
Two things. Need to return this book quickly because we're here.
All right.
Because we told the guy we would. I have to cast a spell anyway, so it'll take a little while.
Okay.
And I think we should destroy or disable this pool. Because if the cultists get their hands on it, like, we'll never be safe.
It will be.
Like, can we move the pool? Is it just like a big dish that we can actually like lift up? Or is
No,
it
it's fixed. It's fixed.
Okay. I think we should destroy it then.
Agreed.
Although, I'm talking telepathically. I'm not sure if Diderus will let that go lightly. So I
Well,
think we should
we
do it on
make
our
sure-
way out.
We do it last thing before we leave. All right. Let's go find this book. That you think Diderus said it was in his
Because Diderus said we
personal
should.
chambers.
No, I think we grabbed it before we went through the UNT, right?
Nope.
Oh, well, okay.
No, it's in his
He made a suggestion.
Okay.
Yeah, he said it's in his chambers, which
Okay.
we don't really know where it was because
What? It's in here somewhere. So Kaz will head to do that straight away. I don't know what the other guys want to do.
Okay.
I will accompany you then, Kaz. Let's go back down.
I'll just. If I walk in, does Diderus talk to me?
If you walk in, Darius does not speak to you.
Do I see a book anywhere?
You don't see a book. You see, this is a crypt. You see, this is a.
Oh, Diderus Chambers, right.
Yep.
I think with that, as you guys go looking around for his chambers, we'll take a quick break.
Okay.
Yeah, Tribble. So pretty much Dragon is coming to us, but my brother and my friend do not want to fight yet.
We're kind of
I want
like.
to fight. I want to take vengeance now.
We've had a long day, alright?
Ah, it's like my first chance. Like,
You're not ready. This is like the part of the story where they
I
show the bad guy
know.
and then they just beat the fuck out of the main character. It's like, nah, you're not ready, mate. Except
haven't
in this one, we'll just die.
Because
it's so like.
I'm pretty sure Lenarath is an ancient blue dragon.
Yeah, he'll kick our ass.
Like,
Yeah, it's
do you know Vragamantha, Robbie, the black dragon that made us do that shit?
Yeah, he's
yeah.
like that.
That level.
He fuck our
brother.
shit up.
Can we just we can be friends with them and fuck get them?
I mean, we could have if I had the black dragon helm still. Actually.
Maybe, yeah.
They don't know we fooled them, right?
Yeah, no,
they
they
do.
100% know.
They know.
Yeah, 100%.
They might oh, you're pretty cunning. Yeah, I like you. You know, sometimes they do that.
Yeah, I like you. I like the way you taste.
What are they doing? I just remember that awesome scene where you just saw two of them.
And we're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because looking through the telescope, we're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
And that was the last time we saw.
Yeah, because they were mad as fuck. That's right. Because we gave them a fake,
Fake.
and then
something.
we saw him being real mad. And we're like, oh shit.
What was it that we gave? What did he
It
want?
was like a gem.
Kyle is everyone, Tribble.
Oh, it
Kyle's
was-
DM, so
It
he's
was one of the
all-
gems that went in the crown.
Yeah.
Like a black
That's right.
sapphire or something?
How many gems do I have to get? Right?
I
It's pretty full now.
Luke,
will be right back.
me and Robbie have switched again somehow.
How are we switching all the time?
Fuck's sake.
Robbie, stop trying to be me, alright?
Well, fuck. I just want to
It must have been because you like
I
disconnected
am
your camera or
Belvin.
something. 'Cause
We
you
shall
were,
fight Lenoreth right now.
you were first. Shit.
And if I'm playing Sandstorm, yes, let's do it. Let's kill him.
Yeah. No, this is pretty much my like main goal in this whole campaign is to take
Yes.
vengeance for my tribe.
I know.
And this is the first chance I feel like I've had the whole campaign, and everyone's like, "Nah."
But it's not a chance. It's a trap.
Look, I would 100% say yes if I was like not down most of my spells and I was only on half HP right now.
What do you
Like-
mean spells? I'm ready to go.
Just hit him with some rocks or something.
I'm ready to go, guys. How are you, Chubby? Doing good?
Alright, I'll be back as well.
You guys go. I'll just have a chat. How's everyone going tonight? I'm very I really wanted to fight Lenoreth, take vengeance for my tribe, my current townsfolk. But the party says we're not ready. Sandstorm's ready for anything. Sandstorm is ready for anything. It's been pretty good so far. We've had a torturing. We've had a bit of a torturing, a bit of a sacrifice, and now we contain the soul. I'm doing good, Trevor. I'm doing really good. Yeah, I'm pretty good. How are you doing? Wait, what do you mean? I just asked you. Am I going absolutely cray? Yeah, Trevor, you didn't miss me. I just did a late thank you. I pretty much went to bed straight after last night's stream, and I did a thank you when I got home, so it was like nearly. It's just less than 24 hours. That's good that you're good. Aw, that's good that you're doing all right. Good to see ya. It's like I just saw you yesterday. Also, remember, guys, that Dragons and Cats also streams tomorrow night, doing his Nip the Butt stream where he puts together a mech of Armor Core. That's where the little nippers come from when you sub. Still not entirely familiar how all this works, but I like how much fun everyone is just by reading the minimal gameplay like pieces on the screen. I mean, it's so simplistic but creative in my. Yeah, so pretty much, Tribble. A lot of people play just by theater of mind. So you have theater of mind. DM says what's going on. You say what you want to do, and then you roll. There is rules. So if you get the first book, there is rules like how to do your stats, how to roll for it, and damage types, all that stuff, and magic. So there is rules in play, but a lot of it is role play and like stuff like that. And pretty much the DMs like can be as flexible as they want. So you pretty much play to the DM's play style, and then you just have fun with it and roll some dice.
Yeah, you guys have had fun so far, I think.
It's been awesome. Because Tribble's not too sure. I'm going to go get a coffee, and the best DM in the world is going to give you a how to play what D&D dummy guide. Can you explain the Tribble in like 30 words or less? What is D&D and how it works? I'm going to get a tea.
So, Dungeons and Dragons is a collaborative storytelling tabletop game that solves decisions using dice. It is the crux of a lot of some of your probably, well, not the crux, but like the birthstone of a lot of your probably favorite games, such as Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. That is based on a D20 system where you put points in charisma and such like that. Triple. But basically, you can be. I'm at a lot of words, please. I talk a lot of shit. So, your DM, like myself, will put forward a story. So, imagine that you are one of the 4. Imagine you're one of the 4 hobbits. Now, the DM tells the story of the Lord of the Rings. Then you, as one of the hobbits, get the fuck around in it. So you can say to someone else, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. You can do whatever you want. These boys could do whatever they want to, but what you got to do is hold yourself towards what your character would do. And then you get magic, and you can blow stuff up with fireballs, and then sacrifice cult leaders to a magical well that sees beyond the plains. All in good fun. And then you get a cat, because cats are gorgeous. But yes, and then you go through and fight monsters. It can be in different fantasy settings. There's a lot of fantasy settings out there. The majority of them, yeah, improvised. That entire piece on Galvin, improvised. Wasn't planning for that. Not at all. There was that entire dialogue with Galvin, improvised.
With Galvin?
Yes.
We didn't talk to Galvin, though.
I mean, Varram.
Right.
That entire conversation with Varram, that was all improvised, Tribble.
And then because how are you supposed to plan for what we're going to ask him or do to him?
Exactly. I only had information, like, I wrote down the knowledge, what he knew and what he'd do in, like, if certain things were put towards him. It was actually quite deadly.
What was quite deadly?
Galvin, Varram was actually quite deadly.
Was. Not anymore, he's not.
Yes. I mean, there are some insanely good storytellers out there, such as Matt Mercer, Torsquall. They are freaking incredible. Every DM has their own style. No DMs are alike. They're all different. But yeah, grab a coffee, grab a beer even, Tribble, if you want, if you're feeling up for it.
Or grab some water.
Or grab some water, some H2O. Stay hydrated.
I tribbled some water down my shirt.
By the way, everyone, we run this game 100% for charity, and we're currently supporting the Starlight Children's Foundation. They work on bringing terminally ill children some happiness in the world while they are within hospital, such as
Don't worry.
But yes,
Spiel.
sorry. Your kind donations to the charity will go 100% to them. And if you can, just being here is all you need to do as well. But if you are feeling charitable, you can also donate by clicking on the doobly-doop below where it says click here to donate. And that also gives our party members some useful little things. $1, and you'll see a little shopping menu down below, such as $1 gives out a D10 healing dice to a player. $5 gives you out a luck die, which lets them re-roll any roll except death saves, and $10 gives the party a 4 random potions. I'd also like to thank everyone for the subs that have gone out tonight and the gift subs, and especially to our raids that came through with Bojangles Co. That was a good raid. Thank you. And Kent Weebs especially for handing out that gift sub. And also resubscribing.
MVP Kent.
Oh yeah, VP. Oh yeah. I have bubbles in my throat. But yeah, how'd you like that, guys?
Went pretty dark there.
You went.
Delvin just like holding him down. Samson just like. Oh,
I was
Jesus
not
Christ.
expecting that whatsoever.
I was thinking like, we could sacrifice him. That's pretty dark though. And then they're just like, "Fuck you, mate."
I mean,
it was meant to benefit us to find more cultists, so
It did.
it was-
I was like on the fence about it as well, and you were just like, "No, fuck this, I'm doing it."
I mean, do you feel like you gained anything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a lot of info.
Yes. What, like from
A little bit from the pool, but from that
Yeah.
guy as well, Varram. And hopefully dealt a pretty big blow to the cult, taking out one of the leaders.
I mean, from what he said, no one really knew he was here.
Except for Galvin, apparently.
Except for Galvin, apparently, who is a wizard.
So he might have sent out an SOS before he got caught.
or Galvin sent his own scry on him.
Yeah, that too.
He has had the last, 2 days to do it.
Yeah. With his already here, I mean he would have done it a while back. Because I don't think he was really close. From none of those locations were close to where we are now. Really.
He's probably about 5 minutes away.
Yeah, I mean in terms of when he would have had to leave to get here. What's the travel time? It'd be a couple of hours at least.
If that's just flying on the back of a dragon, be days, weeks.
Oh shit. So yeah, so he's been flying for a while.
From that destination, yeah. A long time. All right.
Alrighty then.
Hold on, let me take a look at this. So, there we go. All right, so with that, let's dive back into our game of Dragon's Brew. And let's just get a nice little music on. There we go. That'll work. You're in the well, in the divination room, whereas Casimir is in the final resting place of Diderus. Where would you like to go?
Can I call out to Diderus? Say, would we be able to get some directions to the book? I need to return to your aid, Diderus.
You hear a voice.
Check my chambers. I rested in life.
Did we pass through his chambers? I don't think we did, right?
No,
Okay.
but there was one room that we didn't go in that had a danger sign or something on it.
Oh, that was the one down here, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that...
Is that down some stairs?
Is that down the stairs with a danger sign?
Downstairs is correct.
Okay. Yes, I will be on my way. Just like talking to an empty room, essentially. Like I know
Yeah,
it's still like
pretty
the,
much.
the crypt, kind of, but it's just like, is he a
Alright.
ghost? I don't know.
All right, so you essentially have to go this way, head back on down, and then head on back down that way.
We should go quickly.
Okay.
We'll all accompany you, just in case.
All right. So you
sounds
head on down there. Casimir leading the charge.
I think this is Sandstorm's field of expertise. If it's like danger, because he can check for traps and stuff.
Is it
I
magically
can't check for trap. I can.
magic?
Alright,
Is
let's
it
casual
magic
lead then.
trapped?
And I'll
Checking
use...
for traps is not my strong suit, but disarming traps is my strong suit.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Kaz will go, and he'll cast Detect Magic, while just being like cautious as he goes through.
As you're going down the stairs, you do get the sense of undead. Basically, of bound souls.
Well, that could be the ghost, like the servant lady. Or someone like
soul
that.
that's like in your bloody bag.
It's Macuba, right?
As you see, the door here has been spiked shut and danger across it. So you have to pull the boards off to be able to get into it.
Belvin, can you give me a hand?
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, make a strength check, Belvin.
Seven.
Seven's going to take a little bit more effort than this, but after about... It's going to take some time.
Can we all help out?
You can give him advantage if you do.
I'll try.
So roll again.
Try my best. Give you a
I
massage.
was gonna say I'll
Come on, mate.
I'll probably call that. It's like
Do it.
I think the day's kind of wearing on me at the moment. Feeling it a little.
Hey,
Gonna need some help. So
Mason.
23.
You're asking me, Tribble? I don't remember anything. That's why it's handouts. We have handouts for us.
Yes, so many handouts. It's ridiculous.
It's a lot of bits put together in one. Yeah, a lot of little bits and all together, one big, massive story.
Hello, Mason. So with 23, you managed to rip the wooden boards from out of their stone spikes and get the door open. Beyond, you see what seems to be a room fit for a king. As I'm just going to pop you guys over.
Yeah, we can't move because of the shadow
Yeah.
interaction.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Just the way it is. Okay.
So this is Didris's room.
This is Didris's room. Now, what you see before you is probably guess where his bed chamber was. You see an elegant bed, sets of bookshelves, a large wooden chest, and a side table with a ewer and 3 goblets.
And you...
As so, yeah, like a large decanter.
Yeah. I mean, is there anything in it?
As you go over towards it, you currently see that it's empty.
Is there anything magical in the room?
Yes, the ewer.
Okay.
In the top drawer as well, you actually behind the bed you do feel a ping of magical conjuration.
In the top drawer?
No,
Behind the
behind the bed.
Oh, yeah.
As if a book has slipped down the back of the bed.
Can I have a look over there?
You do. In behind it, you do find a large, very worn, fragile tome. Do you speak Celestial?
No, but I have comprehend languages.
Okay.
So I could cast that to read it.
As you begin casting, Ikram puts his hand on your shoulder and says, puts his hand on your shoulder and says, transubstantiality across potentialities.
That was the book we had to look for.
That's what it says.
If this is what we came for, let's grab it and move on. There's nothing else in here.
Yeah, it's just the bed, the table with the ewer and the goblets and the book, right?
Yes.
There's nothing else?
There is a small chest within the room.
Shut, closed or shut?
Shut close.
Like shut,
Check
closed,
for traps.
Check for traps. Make an
Magical or
investigation.
mundane?
Magical? None. Mundane? Make an investigation check.
15.
Not trapped to your eyes. Looks
That means
just
there's traps.
just looks like it's locked.
Do we wish to try to open this or leave with what we needed to come here for?
So we'll grab the book.
Mm-hmm.
Can we grab the ewer and the goblets too?
You can, yes.
And then, the chest. Can I detect anything magical in the chest?
Yes, you can. You detect
Since we're in a hurry,
you
Can
detect
I-
3 points.
can I pull out my portable hole and put the chest in the hole
Yes.
with Belvin's help?
Yes.
How big's the chest?
It's a footlocker.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's about that wide by only about that big.
So I'm
We
gonna be
don't
like,
need to unlock it.
you wish
here.
you wish to take this. Okay. Yeah,
We're in
I'll
a
pick
rush.
I'll pick it up and I'll place it in there. Let's move on.
Let's go and take that book back to the library.
For sake of brevity, I'm just going to move you all down to the library.
Yeah.
Because Didra said we could have the book, but we needed to show the aid first. I think. That's just from
Yeah.
memory.
To
Yeah.
release the aid.
Yeah, to
Because he said the book would aid us, but we should show it to the
show it to her that
so
you
she
know,
could be
not
released.
not all was stolen or something like that, maybe.
You make your way down through the dining hall, past the statue of Didris himself, a handsome bearded man, and then back into the study. Behind the desk, the ghost looks up to you and goes, "I feel it. That's the missing book. That's it." And she comes floating through the desk over towards you. "I feel it on you." Her hands then come up and cup your cheeks, Casimir. They come in for a kiss and goes, "I thank you for returning it to me."
You're welcome.
And she plants a kiss on your lips
Fuck.
as it kind of passes through your body into your face and then kind of like reels back, like smokes through it.
Is it like oh, what is it? Like this.
Casimir
Can't-
goes first kiss.
I can't
guys.
remember what the movies
Oh.
are, but it's like ghosts pass through and it feels like really like wet and cold.
Yeah, you get that feeling. It's
It's
just
Ah, Casimir's first experience.
That's nasty.
the ghost then brushes the book's cover and wisps away into nothingness.
We kept our word.
And I'll stash the book as well
Okay.
for later reading because I think we're a bit pressed for time here.
So do we?
I
Do
think
you
we
wish
should
to
head
leave?
back to the divination room. I think we should burn the corpse of Varram
And destroy that well.
as we leave. Destroy the pool.
Alright. It's going to be all on you, Casimir. I don't have anything personally.
Yeah, unless we
pressure.
stab it with a bloody dagger.
I don't have anything.
You
that
have
could-
Do we have any
Explosion.
idea of how we could destroy it?
I could smack it a lot of times with my sword. That's
I don't
probably
know.
You got like a magic sword. Like if it was damaged, I think, like would it ruin it enough that it wouldn't work? Because it's like a perfectly smooth surface, right?
Ikram says he has an idea.
So you can have dynamite?
Ikram.
Well, it's,
Melissa,
let's hear it.
As you return back to the divination pool, Ikram goes, walks straight up to it and tells you to give him a bit of space, but then says, "Would you like the corpse first, or should I smash that along with it?"
Destroy it at the same
we
time
should
if
just-
you can.
We don't need that. We already got all we need.
And I'll start casting teleportation circle to a river guard.
Yay.
Ikram then changes his shape into a large earth elemental as his body takes on a rockish form. And starting with Varram,
Jesus
smashes.
Christ. Nice.
Damn.
That-
Reenacting the mountain.
That's
With,
awesome.
oh my god.
How tall is he right now?
He's scraping up against the roof.
How tall's the roof?
There is splatters of whatever leftover flesh is still there from Varram that lines the walls and ceiling. However, it doesn't last long as Rockrim really rocks this place. At that, there is a he goes over to the copper walls at that point, and let's see what he's gonna make a check, as he's going to try open up these copper doors by ripping them off.
Wait, where's he going? Ikram? Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
You see, with his earthen form, he glides with the earth, with the stone floors, to become a battering ram to break down these two doors.
Oh, the new Elkham has evolved.
To Earthcrim.
Yeah. Is this the first time he's been elemental?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
I like
the
how
reveal of
Carl's doing
elementals.
it.
That's not even Rob.
It's not even wrong.
I know.
He's had it for so long though.
Oh, how have you not? How has he not done this? Is it awesome?
He doesn't know what his staff does either.
Through his telepathy, he asked you, "Do we want to be inside or outside?" And you then
I'm just casting right here.
Oh, okay, and he looks over at that and he's just like, "Oh." You then hear
Oh,
the strike of lightning,
oh
The
shit.
outside.
and
Bad weather outside.
once those two doors are open, you then smell that drop in the air pressure, and then a cold wind billows in through. Make a perception check, everyone.
What kind of perception check is this?
Perceptive tie.
Hearing and smell.
Kaz is just focused on casting.
If it's smell, I have advantage on smell perception.
Oh, you really do. I was like, why you are?
Yeah.
And that's the weird thing.
Actually matters.
It actually. Who? Why? Is this because Dragonborn?
No, because it was a shield
It
trait.
was the shield.
Is it really? Oh my.
Yeah, it's a shield trait.
Hey, do I have anything to be a cat? Like, does a cat have?
Oh, no.
God damn.
Melvin, you hear the flapping of leathery wings, the crashing of stone, a structure falling to the ground, another strike of lightning followed by the thunder. As the flash of light passes throughout the entire chamber, through the entrance, through the antechamber, through the tiles,
Mate.
which you can then hear the like rainfall, the as Ikram points out and tells you through telepathy, the tiles are falling from the roof.
We need to leave
Come
now.
on, Casimir. You finished
Wow,
already?
cast them as fast as I can. But they
Cast
don't know,
fast.
like, even if they come through here, they don't know where we are.
Can we get Earthcrim to like protect us from the tiles? Just like
Oh, Earthgrim can cast Wall of Stone, I believe, now.
You can cast Wall of Stone.
So he could just cast, like,
yeah,
thick
just
as
so we
fuck
don't worry.
barrier to delay them.
Sandstorm.
Yeah.
There is a very familiar scent. You've smelt it twice, but you've never forgotten it. Engraved in your mind is the scorched glass smell of lightning. That of and the beat of wings of a dragon. Guessing from what you know about dragons, and the sounds it's made outside, it's close. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You can't use anything on this, by the way.
Oh, the main story roll thing. Wisdom saving throw.
He also does get a +4.
Or a protection,
Because
come
of
on.
Yeah.
Here's my moment, guys. This is one of my moments.
Oh, shit.
There's a-
19.
there's a +4 on that.
No,
Plus 4 of them.
Just because, you know, I'm not intentionally helping him with it. It's just an aura. Just
He's the
saying.
helpful guy
I'm
when you're
just saying.
close.
It permeates from me from all the time.
He's just always glowing. Like,
Yeah.
You're like a torch.
what happened?
Beacon.
A beacon of good saves.
Sandstorm. Sandstorm, get out of my dice.
The real sense.
Sabotaged by Sandstorm.
Yes, sabotage my Sandstorm. So,
Sandstorm on Cam as well.
darling. Alright, no, you're done. She rolled a 20 on the dice.
Fuck yeah.
That's Russ, right? Not you.
No.
She's
Sandstorm.
playing.
Though you will never give up without a fight, and no obstacle will get in the way of your vengeance. You are up for the challenge, whatever the risk. Though as you begin to leave, you steel yourself and think, looking back at your brother, seeing how much of a beating he's taken, looking at Casimir and seeing he's cast a lot of spells today.
He's sweating.
Yeah.
He's casting a spell right now.
He's just like, fuck's sake.
It's like, oh, it's another fucking Tuesday.
It's like Sandstorm.
Meanwhile, yourself, as you feel okay, you can feel it in your bones on the back of your neck. It's the day is wearing as night as evening is beginning to set outside. You hear the sound of something rolling on the floor behind you.
Okay.
From the crypt, Diderus's last crypt,
Uh-oh.
his resting place. As you look behind, you see that there is a moonstone on the ground.
Oh. It's attracted to my.
A moonstone.
You feel a vibration from the crown. as the moonstone goes shooting up, spiraling around the crown, and then slots into place. You then hear in your mind, I've been waiting a long time for you. I saw it through the pool. Take it for your people.
It's already been taken. It's already on the crown.
It's already in there. It's
Do I
already.
recognize the voice? Do I have a feeling who it is?
No, you've never heard the voice before.
Oh shit! Do I feel extra power within the crown now?
Well, you now feel as if. Where is the thing? Through this moonstone of this spherical gemstone, you now get the sense that you can always find your way home or to their loved ones, wherever they are.
There's no place like home.
And two things pull you, and within you, you're pulled in two. One, you feel pulled towards the northwest. One pulls you to the southeast. Two
He doesn't
different
get ripped in
kinds.
half, right?
He doesn't get ripped in half. No, it's
It's like-
just no, not ripped in half. However, as Casimir is just about to complete the casting, you all hear. I know that smell. The Orzem boy. No. And you see a large draconic eye look through the gate, look through the antechamber entrance.
No way.
The crown. Static electricity then kind of bursts up and arcs down through the antechamber. Casimir, your spell is cast.
Okay. So, wait, where's he looking from?
He's looking from the entrance.
The entrance.
Like in here?
Yep.
Oh,
As
From there.
here you go.
you recognize my smell? I must be a smelly cat. Let's get out of here. And then I'm like, at that moment, I'm like, okay, we'll go then. That's where I make my.
So then, alright. Telepathically, I'll be like, alright, it's time to go. Get in. And then, as we teleport through, can I throw up a fireball to sort of just like
Nice.
cover any
Can I-
tracks?
Can I reply to him as well? To Dragon?
Yeah, you see this dragon's eye. It is a pure sapphire-like eye with three dark dots in the middle of it, out as its iris. They basically just twist and turn and then peer in as if they're three dots combining into one, focusing.
I'm gonna look right at the eye and go, I'll be back for you. And then I want my cloak just to like make me just disappear.
You hear as Casimir, Sandstorm's the last one through. You pop through and bolt off your fireball. As
Just, like,
you
toss
do,
it up in the air, so it goes
Yeah.
off after a second or two.
as you do, there is a blast of electricity of purple electricity that then goes in and filters through the entire antechamber. You feel it files through the entire antechamber, through the tiled chamber into this room as you pop off and drift away as your fireball explodes up. This purple lightning hits the tomb of Diderus, causing mass destruction and devastation as this purple lightning then arcs off in chains. And before you
Pretty
know
good
it,
idea to leave.
you are lying on your ass
Just in Riverguard, just like
at the warp signal of Riverguard, and whatever's happening at Riverguard at the moment is nothing compared to you dropping through. As you guys have returned home.
Oh, wow, what a bloody.
that was pretty close.
Cut it pretty close.
Yeah, very close. Wow. And I got another gem, it just came to me.
Magic.
That's amazing.
Far out. So whereabouts do we teleport to when teleportation? It is
This
there.
is where our sigil is. Yeah.
Oh, so we just appear in the open air.
On the wharf. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you just appear on the wharf. You see, while you've been away, it's been maybe 4 days.
Yeah, less than a week, I think. Yeah.
Less than a week. Oh well, actually, you spent a couple of days in
Waterdeep first, didn't we?
Waterdeep. So yeah, you guys have been away for about a week.
Yeah.
And at this point, the reconstruction of the keep is coming along quite well. The area seems to be bustling again. You see that there is Alton and Samuel walking in discussion, and then they freak out when they see you. Just, whoa!
Hello.
Just kind of
beam
huffing
in,
a little
yeah.
bit.
The bosses are back. Quick.
Just smoking a bit. The static electricity, like hairs up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like, as Casimir's come and landed, there is a purple static that kind of animates around his feet from the teleportation circle that then just fizzles out. You're home.
For a brief moment.
That was close. Well, we've got work to do.
But first, I think it's rest for all of us.
Actually, well, first we need to check out the loot we have just acquired.
Alrighty.
So can
Where
we go to?
Where do you wish to do that?
Maybe we'll just go like upstairs to our chambers or something.
You can go
Somewhere
upstairs,
a bit private.
or you can go to the private sanctum you guys have, which is a fucking
I was going
The
to say
whole
our,
area.
crystal lock and key.
our vault. Yeah.
The vault.
We still don't know what these things do though.
What?
Like the Ewer or like what's in the chest. We don't know. Like they could
Yeah.
be trapped. We don't know.
If you spend a bit of time, you realize the chest is not trapped.
Okay.
It can be easily opened just by being pickpocketed.
A
Sandstorm?
nice lockpick that somebody probably has.
Maybe a sandstorm.
Maybe a sandstorm.
Finally, my skills.
Finally,
Roll.
Don't
Roll
fuck this up now.
Roll those thieves' tools.
Actually, you're proficient with it, so you can only roll like a 10 or higher, unless it's a 1.
Don't worry about it, guys.
No fucking worries.
Mate, I've done it for a while, but I'm never rusty with this type of stuff.
You feel so good at going.
You're gonna
back
fuck it
into
up next time, I guarantee it.
you are so confident in what you're doing. It's not even an issue for you.
Yeah, I can do this with my eyes closed, mate.
Alright. What's in the footlocker?
What you
What's in the
find
box?
in the foot dropper is this airtight foot locker holds 7 silk robes of navy blue, kept free from rot. Casimir, they're about 50 gold each. You also see a amethyst set ring with a gold band, along with 2 scrolls of protection from energy.
Oh, nice.
You recognize them because it's a spell you know as soon as you like open the caps, it's just like, oh, there's 2 of them in there.
I know that spell too.
Yes. The amethyst set ring is magical.
I don't know if I actually do know protection from energy. I'll have to check. Anyway.
Belvin's able to point it out.
It's protection from energy scrolls.
Protection from enemies.
Yeah.
That sounds
be
very
nice.
useful.
That'd be-
If you do a identify, you'll find out what the ring is, and I'm assuming you do.
I
You
will do
find out it is a ring of poison resistance. It does require attunement.
Okay. Ring
Nice.
of poison resistance. That sounds pretty useful.
You also realize that the Staff of Frost is no longer attuned to anyone.
I wonder why. Maybe it's because they're dead.
Is that
That was
Casimir or
Varram's.
Would Belvin be able to fit into one of these silk robes?
How many were there?
7.
Those
What are we doing?
7 silk robes.
Just for comfort.
Yeah, that would be actually
Yeah.
pretty fucking fine.
Let's fucking get Silk Rose. Let's go down. I'm sure they've like made
Fancy
it like a
as
nice
You
bars
get-
down below.
Casimir, you're going to have to alter him. You're probably going to have to combine 2 to make 1 for Belvin by
Extra
using
large.
fabric.
Belvin
Then
was like, don't bother.
How much are
Sell
they worth each?
50.
50 gold.
I think.
Then you're going.
I
Then
think
you're
we
going
can
to.
have.
Let's
some
get
nice-
embroidered.
No, I think we can make some nice robes out of these.
We get embroidered our logo on there.
I'll just go to my chambers and sleep as I normally do.
What else was in the
nude.
chest?
It was just that.
So the
Now-
7 robes, 2 scrolls, 1 ring.
Yes.
Okay.
As
That's
for the
protection from energy.
protection from energy.
Yeah.
As for the Ewers, you can make as you cast
Identify them as well.
identify on. The Ewer is the main focus on it. Though empty, if poured, it will into an empty goblet. You find out that a gas will flow from between both vessels. A person that drinks from the gas-filled goblet receives a boon to that of against poison and poisoning. Lasts for about 3 hours.
Damn.
He
Okay.
really didn't like being poisoned.
Yeah.
How'd he die? Being poisoned, I bet.
He got poisoned.
Yeah.
It's because the ring was in the chest instead of on him.
It's true.
A wizard can't be too careful.
That's true. Belvin's just gonna go to his chambers and go to bed. Strip
Okay.
off all of his dirty armor or whatever he's got on, and just lie in bed, stark naked. Just
Yep. You
Just
just
out.
head on up to your room. It's as you left it. It's honestly just how you left. It's you put some half-assed gear together before you left, and the shielding light still stands there.
Yep.
Up in its sheath, up against the wall. Well, up on its what's it called? The plaque on the wall.
and then just crash. Because Belvin got hit a lot today.
He got pumped.
Just a lot. I'm pretty sure I was on like 1 HP at one point. So
You'd be sore as fuck.
He doesn't mean he got hit once. Okay.
Yeah, I got hit.
so did Ikram.
I think everyone got hit.
Yeah.
Except maybe
Uh,
not Sandstorm.
Not well, Sandstorm.
I'm pretty
got-
sure Sandstorm got hit too.
Yeah, Sandstorm.
No, I didn't.
Not
Uh,
even by the tile things.
I'm on 74 HP.
You got hit a
Yeah,
little
because
bit.
we rested up.
You rested.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
did a short rest, yeah. No, I used all my lay on hands on Ikram, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
So
Alton comes up to you, Sandstorm and Casimir, and says, "Well, you have been gone for a bit, but no worries. We spent a bit of funds to purchase some of the dragon scales from Daggerford. We just figured you want them. We don't know.
Well,
After the whole green dragon thing,
I suppose the
like right there behind me,
like it's going to Daggerford's restoration. We know it's going to a good cause, so that's alright.
yes. You also have a visitor in the chapel. He's been here for a couple of days. He's currently teaching maths.
Who? What's the?
His name's Leozen.
Oh, Leozen. I haven't seen him in
Yes.
ages.
I know, it's been a couple of years for myself. I've always with him.
when was the last time we saw Leozen? Didn't we see him?
Like
You saw him about
Is in water
3 days ago. You saw him 3 days ago before you left Waterdeep.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so
in
it
Waterdeep,
hasn't been
yeah, I thought
ages
so.
then.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's
I
been
thought
a
it
little
was
while.
in Waterdeep when we were talking to the Harpers and
I
stuff.
thought it was ages before that, like before we went to Chult, but anyway.
Oh yeah,
Before we saw him at Waterdeep, it was ages.
yeah.
Alright, we'll go and have a chat with him then. If no one else wants to do anything.
I'm out.
Ikram,
I'm asleep.
See ya.
Ikram's going to head over to and check out what's going on with Osar and everything like that.
And Anki.
Just so, yeah, and check on Anki. Truly, just checks on Anki.
Oh, and
You
Ozar.
see- You hear off in the distance those two ankylosauruses seem to be batting
Two.
doing bare necessities up against a tree. Yeah, you see one of them has antlers.
God damn it. Fucking Ikram.
He's wild shaped into an ankylosaurus himself. So you head on into Leozen, who is teaching a couple of the guards how to calculate just basic numbers, and it's just like, hello there, both of you. It's been quite some time since Lord of Riverguard and Mage of Riverguard Court Wizard Casimir. How are you all doing?
I just got back from sightseeing.
You both look like shit.
Well, I feel like shit too. How about you?
I've been waiting here for the last couple of days for you, for all of you actually, ever since you left. You see, the council awaits.
Well, luckily we just gathered a lot of information I think the council will find useful.
Wonderful. The greatest powers from across the north are meeting. They've been waiting for you for the last 24 hours. So, I hope they're in a good mood tomorrow, because we leave at dawn. Just to let you know, they're going to want to know everything you have. As the ones with the currently most field experience with the Cult of the Dragon. We're going to need everything you have. You're going to need to convince stubborn dwarves, elves stuck in their ways, protected by their forests and lands, stubborn nobles who believe money and gold is everything. Half of them don't want to be there by now, and they just want to be protecting their own states. Convince them to work together.
Well, if they don't work together, there might not be any states.
I understand that. The dwarves believe they can seal their gates, all their chambers, and keep going deeper into the ground, basically isolating themselves from the surface, and be safe. The elves believe that their Fey gates will keep them safe. The mass exodus across the plains will never be. Either way, no matter what gate, door they seal or barricade themselves in, the cult succeeds, hey. They nearly destroyed half the world in a week.
I guess it's up to us to have them get their act together.
Steel your mind and your resolve. You didn't end up finding that, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm thinking, this is Kyle speaking now.
Okay.
Did you tell Leozen about the missing dragon helm? Because he knew. Actually, I don't think he knew that. No, I don't think he did.
Gonna have to go and fact check.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch so many episodes, but he didn't know that Belvin has been resurrected as, or reincarnated as a
I
black.
think a lot of stuff people don't know.
Well, I guess word would have got around that Riverguard was attacked by a dragon.
Yes, it definitely did. Word has gotten around.
And, I think word would have gotten around that Belvin...
Riverguard was the
Isn't himself.
in the eyes of the world. Riverguard was the first place to be attacked by the cult of the dragon.
Well, Alton's been here as well, so he would have been able to fill in Liaison.
Yeah, he's quite well filled in. Other than, I don't think Leoza knew about the dragon masks.
Well, we can fill him in.
And he goes, ooh. So where have you been, regardless? Sandstorm, you look fluffy.
Fluffy.
Static electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. Sorry, mate.
That's all right. Just steel your nerves in front of the world. There's much to discuss. I believe their first order of business is try to wrangle Luxon and the Arcane Brotherhood into these discussions. They've isolated themselves by a massive wall of force surrounding their arcane tower. That holds a lot of the world's magical secrets within that tower. Guess without it, the world might not be a better place. We need them on our side. We'll find out more tomorrow. And we'll see what our options are. The people are calling for blood. After it was announced that Lady Tiberius was found dead, people are calling for someone, some form, person to blame.
Lord Tiberius. That was the guy the council held.
Yes,
And
but
he
Lady
tried to assassinate him.
Yes,
Yeah. And
Lady
Tiberius.
Tiberius was found dead.
But it was it public knowledge that they were on trial as cultists?
Yes.
Okay. So the public's just turning on anyone that gets accused of being cultists, basically.
Yes.
Alright. Well, I think we should rest up for now. Liaison should also be able to send off a warning to the council, right? That what's his name? Nerovane planned to announce war on the leaders of the world, and everyone being gathered, it would be a good opportunity.
At that, he goes, I'm going to have to send a message out. Okay, That is a crucial piece of information, and we're going to have to triple security.
I have a sending stone linked with Remilia, so I could pass that on, actually.
If you could, that would be
a short message. I just remembered that. Sorry.
It does not matter who sends it, as long as it is sent. I am not here to be petty over who sends a message, but that is quite important, I feel.
Yeah. Before we have a nap.
But yes, you all rest up, please. Whatever you've been doing. Need some rest.
I'll speak in the morning.
Yes, please. Rest up.
So yeah, I will send a message to Remilia that the cultists might be planning to interrupt the meeting of leaders
With that, I'm not really surprised about that, to be honest, but thank you for the heads up. We will triple security. Please return as soon as possible. We're waiting for you.
We will be there in the morning.
Thank you. And with that, Yozen gets back to his teachings. You all can do whatever you want. For the moment, Riverguard is yours. As you all come and find your rest, this evening takes you into a peaceful slumber. Good food had for dinner. The keep is looking very peaceful. And that's where we're going to end our session. Unless there's anything else anyone wants to do real quick.
I just want to learn what was the new gem you said it was?
Moonstone.
Moonstone.
Yes.
Is there information on this moonstone, or do I need
To tune to it. maybe?
Casimir to like do some checks?
Nope.
I could check it out, but yeah.
As you take the crown, and it's usually when you're wearing it, you realize what a new gem does.
Just before the curtains close of the today's session, I put the crown on.
As you place the crown on your head, you know this is called the Navel of the Moon. No matter where you are, you will always know how to find your way home.
It's like a super compass.
Is it
Yes.
like
And
just
as-
time, or is it like I think about where I want to go?
It's think of it where you'd place home. So home could be anywhere as long as you want it to be your home.
Okay.
So if you believe Greenest was your home, if you think of Greenest being your home, you'd go there. It would pull you towards there.
Well, at this time, I think Riverguard's our home. What do you guys think? I don't know. Well, in the end of the day, it might take me back to where I grew up. Like, I don't know.
Well, where does it seem to be pulling you right now?
Do you want me to answer that, Carl? Or
Yeah, you answer that. You tell me.
I feel like it's not pulling me anywhere. I'm right near you guys.
Right where you're meant to be.
You're right at
near you
home.
guys, mate.
Oh,
And
man.
Belvin and Ikram.
That's very nice.
That's cute.
And you just like walk off. Oh wait, now it's pulling me towards you. Yeah, it's like-
Yeah. Well, I have old Varram's soul still caged. So before I have a nap, I would use that. I can use the Eyes of the Dead feature, so I can name the place a humanoid saw in life, and I can see that area. Like I can scry that area, so I can actually get like a heads up of where we're going, like the 3 locations: the Well of the Dragon, Set of Ruins, and there was one other place. I can't remember the name off the top of my
Okay.
head.
Kalufin Vale. So, the one place that your sensor sends you to is a underground chamber, a magically formed tunnel. In it, wearing her white scaled plate, is Talus. She seems to be concerned. You hear her just going, fuck, Calvin, fuck. She seems to be spacing out. You see she's gathering completely. She seems to be in a room. And that she holds up a sending stone you recognize. She begins to speak into it. Let me see. Kush, prepare the wyverns. We need to get out of here. Fuck. And she puts the stone away. She drops the spear, and you see she drops the the Cult of the Dragon pendant. Basically, only wearing her white scaled mail as the only sign of being a part of the Cult of the Dragon. There's no purple, there's no bronze. There's a sign of panic just before you're going to bed. With that,
The curtains close.
the curtains close on tonight's episode of Dragon's Brew, D&D.
Ooh.
What a peaceful ending to the episode. That's weird. That's odd.
That could have gone in such a different direction.
I can see many ways. It
In
could.
which part do you refer to?
The fight.
Any of them? Like
Original
the
thing.
UNT,
You're 20,
dragon,
Brad. That if you didn't get that 20, we could have been having a fight with that bloody weird
a
three-headed.
massive Hydra snake thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have happened. That definitely could have happened.
And then another fight. Well, we kind of just worked our way through. It was good. Well done.
Crisis, multiple crises averted.
And a lot of
Multiple
people
crises
online-
converted.
Shit.
Yeah, not converted.
That
Averted.
voice.
Converted.
No one else heard that voice.
Converted to a non-violent
Yes.
solution.
Very much so. I wasn't expecting you guys to get so focused on Galvin.
Oh, don't worry. I'll get focused on Galvin.
Galvin
So-
is Belvin's evil twin brother.
Focusing on Galvin. Gave you guys a bit of a heads up of where the danger was. We can rate a friend, of course we can, Sunroll. Thank you. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing with us tonight. Thank you, Triple, for the clip. Thanks everyone for the follows, the hosts, along with the 2 subs from Kent Weaves. Thank you so much. Mwah. Massive love. Bojangles for the raid. And we are going to get...
Sand.
Yeah, no, of course. We're going to give them a wonderful little raid. So let's throw our dragons up.
Thank you
My-
very much for watching.
Keyboard is watching, yeah. So let's just go around real quick. Tell us who we are, how you enjoyed the session. We'll start with Joygasm. Tell us who you are, where we can find you.
I'm Joygasm, and you can find me at Joygasm. You can find me. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I do.
Joygasm double underscore. on
No, that's
Twitter.
on Twitter, but on Twitch, where it really matters. It's just Joygasm, and I do community night every Tuesday. That's scheduled every Tuesday, and throughout the week I'll be doing bonus streams. And at the moment I'm playing Subnautica, and it is fucking amazing. And I'm
We also have BM Kofi. How'd you enjoy it?
I don't do anything. I have Twitter. BM Curfew, that's pretty much it.
you do some cool retweets. I'll look at your retweets.
I'm guessing you had fun tonight, but if you didn't, I don't care.
But I did.
Shit.
Tonight was actually
I had good fun.
Fucking hell.
Tonight was a wild
I-
ride. You guys did some
Intense.
dark shit.
Well,
I
it's
was-
all shit.
riveting storyline.
I was
Get out of
prepared to be persuasive enough so we didn't have to fight those things, which happened, which is great. And yeah, I don't know. Something piqued me about Galvin, and I'm just like, yeah, he seems like he needs to be taken out.
Because his name's like 66% the same.
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
like, he's giving me a bad image.
100%. I
Look,
Sandstone wants him.
Galvin was before Belvin.
He's definitely
So
older than me.
Belvin copied him.
Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, my parents copied.
Also, as a powerful mage of the cult, probably does.
Yes.
Yep. You had Varram because he was fucking beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, already captured, and we're like, okay,
Yeah.
easy job. Yoink.
We
Pretty
will.
much.
That's what I mean. We took this opportunity, which was a good thing.
Congratulations, you've killed your you've killed your third worm speaker.
But one came back from the dead.
But did they come back from the dead?
We don't know the true details.
Well, they got turned into something apparently.
Yeah.
An emissary. So, well,
So truly,
so 2.5 if they're
Truly.
kind of alive.
there's two left. Severin and Galvin.
Well then.
Find out next time on Dragon's Brew.
If you are a sub, use this one.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no,
Modified
that's-
version.
I was thinking about doing it on my
Oh
channel
my
too. I was like, yeah, you should do a sub version too. So one for subs and the other one is for non-subs.
Oh, thank you.
That's cool.
Thought that'd be
That's
a cool idea.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go raid our good old, a good person, Udo-san. And we will catch you next time on Dragon's Brew with D&D. Catch you later.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching.
See you on Nip the Butts tomorrow with Kyle. Dragons and
Yes,
Cats.
lift the butts. 8 p.m. GG.
Peace.
Peace.